you need to get into this mode where you start to think about like the current situation of where these people are and the desired situation of where you want them to be, right? And this is why whenever someone tells me to give a speech, I always say to them, like after, just imagine I've just given my speech. How do you want the people to think, feel, or act differently now that my speech is done? So when they first come to my khutbah, they're going to be like this. They're going to be here, right? And at the end of it, where do I want them to be? How do I want them to think? How do I want them to feel? How do I want them to act afterwards? So what I would do is I would define very clearly what is the objective of this khutbah that I'm going to do. Okay, this is where they are. This is where I want to get them. Now, what are the steps I need to take them through to get them from here to there? And then from that, I would start thinking about, okay, these are the steps. Now, how am I going to do these steps? And then within that, I would put lots of stories. I'd put lots of examples. I would do those kind of things, right? Of course, there's techniques to delivery as well. Like one of the things that when you speak with certainty and confidence, people are more likely to believe it. If I speak in a very meek way and I don't speak so sure and I'm not, people don't take it as well. So there's delivery elements as well. So with the khutbah, you're going to kind of make a lot of this kind of come together. But one of the most important things is if you prepare really good content and you revise that content really well, I would say that's half the battle, more than half the battle. Then the other part is just practicing that well a lot. And you might find that that becomes like your signature kind of talk anyway. Like whenever you got to go and deliver a talk in different places, this is the thing you enter. When you're starting to give a speech, the first thing you want to do is you want to grab people's attention. Because if you think about, okay, in the khutbah it's a bit different, people are paying attention, but if you think about you giving a speech anywhere in the world, like you're standing on stage, you know, people are kind of rustling with their papers or they're on the phone or whatever. The first thing you want to do is you want to grab their attention. Okay? So that could be with a quote, it could be with a story, it could be saying something very, very random. It could even be with silence. You know, there's one speech of Hitler where he basically just stands there in silence while everyone's just looking at him and waiting for him to speak, right? So one of the things you want to do is you want to grab attention. Like, for example, imagine I started this speech by saying, you are stupid for being here right now. You are stupid for being here right now. Trust me, everyone that's in the audience, their ears would perk up and go, what did he just say?
100%.
But what did he just say? Like the attention will go straight to you. Okay?
That's right.
And then of course you can build on what that's about and stuff. But I'm just giving you an example that if you said something very, very extreme, very serious, people's ears would go to you immediately, yeah? The second thing is put a whiffum in it. Whiffum is what's in it for me. So whenever you're about to speak, once you've done like the attention grabbing, you want to tell them why they need to listen to you, right?
That's right.
You need to tell them, you need to explain to them that, look, the reason why you need to listen to what I'm about to say is because it's going to change the way that you think about Allah. It's going to change the way you relate to Allah. It's going to change your life in practicality, yeah? So you like give them, so they're listening and they're going, okay, like this is why I need to pay attention. This is why I need to pay attention, right? That's what's going on in their mind. Then you want to have empathy. You want to have empathy with the people. So let's imagine you say, look, you know, you need to realize that forgiveness is something that's going to do this, this, and this, right? Then you have empathy and you say, look, I know that there's people in your life that you don't want to forgive. And I know that you've tried to forgive them. And I know that if you could just push a button and forgive them, you would, but the pain is just too much. So in this section, they're going, yes, like this person gets me. This person understands what I'm going through. Okay? And then you tell, then it's like, tell me what you're going to discuss. So you're going to say, look, in this talk, I'm actually going to be talking about forgiveness, and I'm going to be giving you a formula for forgiving people even when you don't want to. I'm going to give you a formula for getting free from the pain of not forgiving someone. I'm going to tell you about how forgiveness can change every part of your life. So then you break down what the khutbah is going to be about in that sense, right? And so I'm saying this combination of these things I just told you, this should make up like 1 to 2 minutes. And this 1 to 2 minutes, if I was going to deliver khutbah, I would practice it a minimum of 30, 40, 50 times. This 1 2 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Right? Because when you get this part perfect, it's so important. Why? Because when you first stand up for the khutbah, what's the most nerve-wracking part is that first minute or two. But if you go crazy with this first 1 2 minutes, where you can say it in your sleep and you're so comfortable with it, you will find that you'll start delivering this part, and then as you're like high emotions and nerves and all that stuff, after like delivering it calmly for the first 1 or 2 minutes, you're going to start to subside. And everyone else goes, look, he gave a really good attention grabbing, I'm listening, he did a great whiffum, I'm going to listen to this guy because it's important for me, he understands me, he gets me, he's connected to me, what he's talking about is interesting, I am there. So now they're there, all the pressure's gone off you. right? And with the khutbah, it's even less pressure because they have to pay attention. They can't be on their phones. They can't do anything.